This is the Maxcom RF Signal Generator, and we're going to demonstrate the operation of the tool. Starting with turning the power on, press and hold that red button, and it takes about 3 to 5 seconds, but then you'll see it says RF Signal Generator and it comes up. This is the last settings that were on there. It comes up. There are 2 modes. You have a sweep mode, or you can right arrow over to the single carrier mode. We are going to focus on the sweep mode, and then I select OK to lock that setting in. I come to the down arrow here, and 700 megahertz is our lowest starting frequency. Most of your OFDM carriers out there are going up to 700 or usually around 740 to 780 megahertz. So what we're going to do is come over and select up to 800 megahertz and lock that in. That way our carriers that are going to be generated will be beyond the existing carriers in the live plant. The end frequency is set right now to 1218. This actually, if I write over, you can see the little underscore under the 2, and I can go to the up arrow, and 1800 megahertz is our highest frequency that we have. But as we stated, we're typically going to go to the 1218, and you can see I'm scrolling back down and then right arrow over for the 1218, and we will lock that in once I get to that setting by hitting the OK button. The step frequencies, you have from 1 megahertz intervals to 3, 6, 9, or 12 megahertz intervals. We're going to leave it locked in at 12 megahertz. What we're looking for is the validation of devices being able to carry these signals. So for now, we'll leave this set at 12. On the interval, that's the processing speed. 100 milliseconds is the fastest, but we can go up to 1000 milliseconds, and all it does is slow down the sweep. So again, I'm going to just come back down here to the 100 milliseconds. We'll hit OK to lock that in. Now we do have the option, repeat is what we typically want to do when we're in the field, but you can do just a single sweep. But again, the intent of the device is to be able to inject signals, and whether you're injecting at a node or in some device within past the node to validate taps and passives, we want that to repeat. So then on attenuation, typically the output is 40 to 42 dBm for the device. But if you have some situations where you're just going to inject right into the meter, you can attenuate it down by 10 dB, where that output is only about 30. But again, typically in cases in the field, we're going to leave it at 0 dB attenuation. And then I scroll down here to start, and I simply hit OK. And you can see here our carriers are building, and it will constantly sweep through as many times as until we actually hit the stop button there. So once I hit stop, it ends the sweep, but if I hit OK and start it again, it will pick right back up and continue that sweep cycle. And that's the operation of the Maxcom signal generator. One other key is when powering off, press and hold the power key, and it takes again about 3 to 5 seconds for the power to go off.